This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. With ISIS now claiming responsibility for the terror attack in London, we're learning new information about the attacker and the victims, including an American from Utah.
So far, British officials say 3 people were killed, at least 29 others injured. The suspect was also killed in the attack, and the raids across the UK has led to 8 arrests. ABC's Molly Hunter is in London with the latest.
Tonight, London is paying tribute to the victims, honoring those killed, including 48-year-old police officer Keith Palmer, stabbed by the attacker.
Doing a job he loved and protecting our city, protecting Parliament.
And this man from Utah, Kurt Cochran, he was in Europe celebrating his 25th wedding anniversary with his wife, Melissa.
The only word I could really describe it as is surreal. One thing I could say about Kurt and his legacy, though, is he did live his dream.
Kurt's wife, Melissa, is among the dozens injured.
We are not afraid, and our resolve will never waver in the face of terrorism.
Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Theresa May is defiant, responding to ISIS claiming responsibility for the attack, calling the suspect a soldier of the Islamic State. The suspect, caught in this surveillance video, driving a gray Hyundai across a packed bridge, aiming for pedestrians, mowing them down, then crashing into a railing outside Parliament. Before fleeing his car, he was shot and killed by police. He has now been identified as Khalid Massoud, a 52-year-old born in Britain with a lengthy criminal history, but none terrorism-related, police say. They believe Massoud was a lone wolf, confirming he was known to domestic intelligence but was not on their radar at the time of the attack. And the language ISIS used in that claim indicates the attack was inspired but not directed by ISIS. Molly Hunter, ABC News, London.
And London police now say a 75-year-old victim of Westminster Bridge attack in London, of course, in the feature of that story there, bringing the total number of victims to 4, plus the suspect who was also killed.
The Senate Judiciary Committee is now in its 4th day of hearings for President Trump's Supreme Court nominee. Judge Neil Gorsuch was in the chair for the first 3 days and for the most part received good reviews for his testimony. Today, the committee is hearing from lawyers, advocacy groups, former colleagues of Gorsuch, chief among them the American Bar Association. The ABA calls him well qualified, but that evaluation is doing little to convince Democrats to vote for Gorsuch. His nomination now seems headed for a filibuster showdown that could force Republicans to change the Senate rules to confirm him.
If this nominee cannot earn 60 votes, a bar met by each of President Obama's nominees and George Bush's last 2 nominees, the answer isn't to change the rules, it's to change the nominee.
Normal rules require those 60 votes to confirm a Supreme Court nominee. Senate Minority Leader Schumer is joining at least 7 other Democrats who have announced they are voting against Gorsuch.
Florida's Legislative Black Caucus is supporting an Orlando area state attorney's decision to not pursue the death penalty in murder cases, including that of accused cop killer Markeith Lloyd. The Black Caucus also says Governor Rick Scott was wrong to pull Aramis Ayala off of the Lloyd case and reassign it to another prosecutor. State Senator Perry Thurston chairs the caucus. He says the people of Central Florida elected Ayala, and she has the right to run her office as she sees fit. Thurston thinks Governor Scott should not insert himself in pending cases just because he disagrees with a given decision made by a state attorney.
The order operates as little more than an unfettered and uninformed power grab by the governor's office over a difference of opinion.
Thurston and other members of the Black Caucus say the issue is much bigger than just the Lloyd case. They feel the death penalty is handed down more often to Black or Hispanic defendants, while the death penalty is sought less when the victim is not a minority.
A follow-up now on 2 bills we've been following that are moving through the state legislature. The liquor wall bill is closer to becoming law in Florida now. That bill would allow grocery stores and big box retailers to sell liquor in the same place as other products. Florida Senate approved it today, although it still needs to be approved by the House. The Senate also said yes to a measure that would help children in foster care get a driver's license and car insurance. The bill would create a permanent program to reimburse foster parents for driver's education, license fees, and insurance. The idea here is to help children in state care become more independent.
A popular boat ramp in Manatee County will be closed down for the next 3 months for repairs. Crews are working to make improvements to the Fort Hamer boat ramp. They're replacing the existing ramp and docks with a new double-wide launch ramp and floating dock section. The upgrades will hopefully accommodate more boaters. In the meantime, alternative docks are listed there on your screen. There are 2 in Palmetto and 1 on Braden River and State Road 64.
All right, let's get checking our weather now. Josh Stone in for Bob tonight, and some rain around this afternoon. Josh?
All right, guys. Yeah, the radar really started to light up this afternoon with a cold front that came down, cold pocket of air aloft, and moisture now in place. So we had a lot of shower activity. The heavier showers were on the east coast of Florida and the southeast and even south of our viewing area. But taking a radar tour right now in Manatee County, other than around the Bradenton area, just some light showers here. Everything looks pretty clear. Also here in Hardee County, a few showers around Wauchula. Nothing severe at this time, and Charlotte County is all quiet. But the heavier storms around Fort Myers down here in Collier County, they got socked today with some heavy rain, lightning, and some strong winds. As far as the overnight, other than an isolated shower here or there, temperatures will fall in the mid to lower 60s. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. In low-income areas of Manatee County, fresh produce is often out of reach and out of budget.
Now, a new mobile farmers market concept is looking to change that trend for 5 local communities. ABC7's Adam Cellini joins us live from Pride Park neighborhood in Bradenton with more on the market's debut earlier today. Adam?
Yeah, Scott and Haley, Manatee County's health department did a massive survey for many of the residents of underserved portions of the county, such as Pride Park. And what they found, they were asking questions like, why don't you eat more nutritiously and more produce like fruits and vegetables? Some of the top answers were that they're either too expensive or they're too difficult to find. So they took a $100,000 grant from the USDA and tried to come up with a fix for all of these problems. It's been the dream of Crystal Leonard for nearly a year and a half.
I wanted it to be fun and inviting, and I wanted it to be able to drive down the street and people be like, what is that?
That is the Suncoast's first mobile farmers market, the Green Stream, introducing people living in Bradenton's Pride Park neighborhood to some unique local produce.
I've seen somebody come out with some kind of huge thing with a bunch of stuff on it. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Pride Park is what's known as a food desert, a community more than a mile away from a source of fresh, healthy food. Kyla Oliver has seen how it can lead to some bad eating habits.
In the neighborhood sometimes, and some people just go buy junk food, and some people just need nutrition and stuff.
The vegetables are there, and they might be able to, be a little bit more affordable in certain ways, but you're losing out on all your nutrients.
The Manatee County Health Department identifies 19 food deserts on the Suncoast.
We're talking about childhood obesity, we're talking about diabetes, we're talking about all of the issues. It's just that people don't have access to it.
Last year, the newly formed Minnesota Food Action Council teamed up with Leonard and Geraldson Farms to form a solution.
We're providing affordable, inexpensive, and convenient fruits and vegetables to this community.
The market accepts all payment, including food stamps, and will feature food from several local farms. It will be visiting Pride Park Mondays from 4 to 7 p.m. and New College from 1 to 4 on Fridays, eventually targeting 5 food deserts in the county.
We're trying to have community buy-in, ask them while they're here, what is it that you'd like to see? What do you cook with? What do you like to eat?
And Geraldson Farm would like to get this mobile market to other locations like businesses and events to try and raise funding for the project. If anyone is interested, they can reach them through their website, geraldsonscommunityfarm.org. And we will be putting a link attached to this story on our website, mysuncoast.com. For now, live in Pride Park, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott and Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Adam. What a fantastic program. Well, it's been an Indiana Jones type of week for some kids at Booker Elementary School in Sarasota. They've been working with local scientists to try to figure out the origin of this large unidentified item. A custodian found it on the grounds during spring break, and then when looking at it, it looks kind of like a thigh bone of the prehistoric ancestor of the elephant. Classes visited the dig site today. Both scientists and teachers agree it's a fun way to educate kids about archaeology.
This gives them a starting place with which their imaginations can take it and kind of go. So it gives students a little playground, a fertile playground for their minds to work within. It gives teachers a structure and a framework to work within and teach out of. And it gives a neat thing for the community to kind of have a buzz that this happened at my school.
The project was organized by the Suncoast Science Center and Community Foundation of Sarasota County. That's very cool that they found it there, and now they have to kind of discover what it is.
A mystery.
It is a mystery.
And they're having fun.
Yes, they are.
Aren't they? So to come in your Suncoast News, 2 massive AT&T outages.
What caused that outage that prevented thousands of customers from dialing 911? That story is straight ahead.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
one.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Every now and then, factories authorize us to give deep discounts on furniture. And that time is now during the Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale at Bacon's Furniture and Design. Shop the Flex Steel styles you love like Brandon, Dillon, Crosstown, Fleet Street Sectionals, and more. All at the guaranteed lowest authorized prices. Experience the beauty, the functionality, the quality for years to come with a lifetime warranty on Flex Steel's patented spring construction. The Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design.
Hey, Tampa Bay, join us for the premiere of a new St. Petersburg tradition, the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, happening Saturday and Sunday, March 25th and 26th from 10 to 8 p.m. at Northstrom Park. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends for the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, March 25th and 26th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
As you get older, the question changes from how long will I live to how well can I live? Now, recommendations on how shifting focus to quality of life can improve medical care for the elderly. Here's ABC News senior medical contributor, Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Climbing a flight of stairs and driving. These tasks may seem trivial, but for the elderly, the simple activities of daily life are markers of independence. And today, the American Heart Association released a new statement telling doctors to focus on functional ability when it comes to assessing heart health. As you get older, they say, things like strength, balance, and mobility may offer a better picture of your health than traditional medical tests. And all of these help avoid problems that the elderly fear: falls, disability, or hospitalizations. This means doctors have to shift their focus to look at quality of life, to asking questions about how their older patients are doing in daily living, household chores, getting out of a chair, getting dressed. The key is repeating the tests and making sure your elderly relatives are getting that routine monitoring so the doctor knows how such functions are changing changing over time. So for the older folks out there, the doctor may soon ask you to stand and walk across the room. It may be as important as taking your blood pressure. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
And now we'll head over to Josh and get a check on our forecast, which is finally showing some rain.
That's right. We've been talking about this for a handful of days now. Finally, this cold front has come down from the north. The other night, it spawned some severe weather in Tennessee and Georgia. Finally dipped into Florida, and the dynamics were just right for a few storms to become severe. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center did issue a marginal risk for our area, but fortunately, none of us got into that action. Most of that activity was to the east, to the southeast, and even to the south of our viewing area. In Fort Myers, they had a storm that became severe, produced some hail and some gusty winds at the Florida International Airport. Southwest Florida International Airport. As far as our radar right now, there's some showers on it, but nothing severe. We call these pulse storms. They kind of blew up earlier really intensely, and then they lost the energy just like that. Right now, these remnants of the storms are just washing themselves out here. Bradenton, few showers, won't be surprised. Maybe in the next 15-20 minutes, downtown Sarasota, St. Armand Circle may get a few raindrops, but nothing severe by any means. Also some raindrops over here in Wauchula as these showers kind of fall apart. And most of the activity now pushing offshore. There is a marine warning here off the shore of Levy County, but as far as anything severe right now, everything looking like it's winding down at this time. We topped out at 85 today. That's above the average of 77, but still not up to the record that was set back in 2007 of 88 degrees, but still very warm conditions today, and no rain to report, at least at the rain gauge at the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport. We're now at that over the 5-inch mark of a deficit of rainfall, but other areas did receive some heavier showers today. So it's one of those things, kind of a hit or miss forecast today, but still we did receive rain around the Suncoast, just not at that particular rain gauge. Partly cloudy skies in our forecast tonight, breezy conditions for the overnight, and then the winds will actually be breezy into tomorrow, but we'll have partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for our Friday, and Saturday and Sunday look beautiful. Other temperatures around the area, 81 in Venice, 80 in Inglewood, a little bit cooler because of that rain-cooled air inland, 69 in Sebring, 67 in Lake Placid. The winds will pick up as we go through the next several hours and into tomorrow, and then by tomorrow afternoon, they'll slowly die down, and then high pressure will settle into the area, and that will bring us more sunshine and calmer conditions. The low tide tomorrow at 5:34 in the late afternoon. The boating forecast, the winds die down in the afternoon, sea is just offshore, 2 to 3 feet. 78 degrees at the beach. All right, looking at your extended outlook, very nice conditions, mostly sunny skies, highs in the upper 70s, so around average, and no rain to speak of in the forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Now the Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up on both the Green and DeSoto bridges in Bradenton, which is pretty typical for this time of the day.
U.S. federal telecom regulator says almost 13,000 callers could not reach 911 from their cell phones during a March 8th outage. That 5-hour outage affected customers across the nation. An AT&T network change is believed to be the source of that problem. A backup call center attempted to manually connect calls, but just could not handle the volume. A second AT&T outage happened 3 days later, but only had a small impact on calls. AT&T claims the two problems were unrelated. More troubling news for retail stores. Payless Shoe Source may seek bankruptcy court protection and close some of its stores. Bloomberg News reporting Payless plans to shut down 400 to 500 stores as part of its latest reorganization plan. That's fewer than 1,000 locations previously considered for closing. The discount footwear chain is struggling with the same issue facing many retailers as more and more people shift to online shopping. Although with shoes, you gotta kind of try them on, don't you?
Oh, well, I'm not the biggest shoe shopper. I'm a shopper, but and I hate when you order them online because I've hardly ever had a pair of shoes fit when they come
because different
via the
makes,
mail.
you know, like a size 11 in one make may not
Right.
feel like a size 11 in a different make.
Yeah, I do have those some brands that like I know it's going to fit in
Right.
that. So those are the only ones I order online. But it's it's changing. Everyone's doing it, and they just send it back because if you have free returns, then there you go.
It is easy.
Yep. Entertainment news is next.
I met a girl, she made me smile, she made me wait. She crossed the street, she crossed my heart, she fixed her dress, she bit her lip.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Florida Studio Theater presents Piano Men, held over by popular demand through April 2nd. Attributing the virtuosity and elegance of the Piano Man, Piano Men features the works of 20th century's best pianists and songwriters. Featuring songs from music icons such as Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, and Barry Manilow, don't miss what critics are saying is energetic with fun and playful performances that evokes hits of an era. Piano Men is held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Sad news tonight, the former drummer of the rock band Boston has died.
John Siv Hashian was supposed to be featured performer on the Legends of Rock cruise when he was found deceased in the cabin of his ship. His son said the cause of death is still unknown. He played on Boston's first 2 hit records, being featured on songs like More Than a Feeling. He was 67 years old.
A good luck tweet from Kristi Yamaguchi to former Olympic figure skating teammate Nancy Kerrigan is getting some attention. Kerrigan is a contestant, of course, on Dancing with the Stars, which premiered this week on ABC. Yamaguchi tweeted Kerrigan to say she can't wait to see her on the ballroom floor before adding, break a leg. Well, you may recall that Kerrigan was hit in the leg with a crowbar just ahead of the 1994 Winter Olympics. Yamaguchi's spokeswoman ensures that Kristi loves Nancy and that no ill will was intended.
The NFL is proposing some big changes to try and attract more fans. The league made headlines last year for poor ratings during the regular season. Fans have complained about the pace of the games, play stoppages, and commercial breaks. It appears the league is listening. It's now considering a play clock after the extra point to get back to the game faster and standardizing the length of half times. But what fans aren't likely to see, fewer commercials, of course. Film legend Greta Garbo's former longtime apartment in New York City is now up for sale. The Swedish star's 7-room Manhattan co-op is on the market for nearly $6 million. Garbo lived there with her husband from 1954 until her death in 1990 at the age of 84. She was one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 1920s and 30s. A legend for sure.
Yep.
I'm sure that apartment has gotten more expensive since she lived there.
Oh my gosh, everything in New York
In New
City.
York, just
Yeah,
skyrocketing.
It
Yeah.
still is. We'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.